Hello and welcome back to the English with Confidence podcast. I'm Eric, your host, and today we're diving into something that affects our well-being and language learning, our evening routines. Joining me is my co-host, Ruby.
Thank you, Eric. I'm thrilled to be here. Evening routines are a fascinating topic, not just for productivity, but for mental clarity and self-improvement. They can even help us practice English more effectively.
Absolutely. Before we get into specifics, could you share why you believe focusing on evenings, not just mornings, can be a game changer for those wanting to improve their English skills?
Of course. The evening is when our brains consolidate memories, including new vocabulary and expressions. By dedicating time to English practice at night, we reinforce learning and set a positive tone for the next day.
That's a powerful insight. Many people underestimate how much their evenings impact confidence. Ruby, what are some common pitfalls people face in their nighttime habits, especially language learners?
Great question. A lot of learners either skip structured wind-down activities or use their phones passively, scrolling through social media in their native language. This not only disrupts sleep, but misses a key opportunity for immersive practice.
So, it sounds like intention is essential. For our listeners, could you paint a picture of how an ideal evening routine might look for someone aiming to build English confidence?
Certainly. Imagine finishing your day with a relaxing English audiobook, reflecting in a language journal, or even a short video call with a speaking partner. These activities prime your mind for rest while boosting fluency.
I love that imagery. But with so many approaches, personalization seems tricky. Ruby, where should beginners start when crafting their own routine?
Start small and consistent, maybe just 5 minutes of English reading before bed. Track your mood and energy. Over time, you can add elements like vocabulary review games or guided meditations in English, adjusting based on what helps you unwind best.
That makes it less overwhelming. For listeners who struggle with discipline, are there psychological tricks or reminders that can help keep routines on track?
Absolutely. Visual cues are powerful, placing your English book on your pillow or setting a daily phone reminder. Also, linking English practice to another habit, like brushing your teeth, helps anchor the routine.
Let's get practical. Many feel too tired for intensive study at night. What are some low-effort yet effective English activities to integrate into a relaxing evening?
Try watching a sitcom episode with English subtitles or listening to slow-paced podcasts like this one. Even writing a single sentence about your day in English can create a sense of accomplishment and reinforce learning.
I've heard some learners use bedtime stories. Does this really make a difference? Or is it just for children?
It's not just for kids. Adult learners benefit from the narrative structure, which aids vocabulary retention. Plus, stories tap into emotions, making new phrases more memorable.
Speaking of subtitles and podcasts, technology seems central. Which apps or gadgets can enhance evening English routines without disrupting sleep?
Apps like Calm or Insight Timer offer English meditations, perfect for winding down. Kindle's blue light filter lets you read ebooks comfortably. Even smart speakers can play language learning prompts or bedtime stories hands-free.
But what about screen time? Some worry that devices might interfere with sleep quality.
That's a valid concern. Limiting screens 30 minutes before bed is ideal. If you use tech, switch to night mode and prefer audio over visual input. That way, you get the benefits of English immersion without the sleep disruption.
Let's face it, even the best intentions can falter. What are the most common obstacles to maintaining an evening routine, and how can listeners overcome them?
Life gets busy, unexpected errands, or family obligations can derail plans. Forgive yourself for missed nights, and focus on getting back on track. Habit stacking, like pairing English practice with tea time, makes routines more resilient.
That's reassuring. Are there warning signs that a routine isn't working and needs adjustment?
If you feel dread or boredom, it's time to switch things up. The best routines evolve. Try new materials, like switching from news articles to comedy shows, to keep your brain engaged and motivated.
A calming environment seems key. How can listeners set up their space to support both relaxation and English learning at night?
Lighting is crucial. Soft, warm lights cue your brain to wind down. Keep English materials within easy reach, a favorite novel, a notepad, or even inspirational quote cards. Some even diffuse lavender oil to create positive associations with evening English time.
So the goal is to blend comfort with accessibility. Any missteps people make when designing their learning space?
Clutter is a common culprit. Too many distractions can sabotage focus. Simplicity works best. A tidy bedside table and a designated basket for language tools keep things inviting without overwhelm.
Motivation can wane if progress feels invisible. How can learners track their improvement and celebrate milestones within their evening routine?
Reflective journaling is powerful. Write down new words or phrases you learned that evening. Even recording a short voice memo can reveal growth over weeks. Don't forget to reward yourself perhaps with a Saturday movie night in English when you complete a week of practice.
That's an excellent way to keep spirits high. Are there any tech tools for tracking language progress specifically?
Apps like Duolingo and Memrise offer streaks and badges, which gamify the process. For more depth, try voice diary apps to monitor pronunciation and fluency improvements over time.
Not everyone's evenings look the same. How can shift workers, parents, or students adapt these routines to fit their schedules and responsibilities?
Flexibility is key. For shift workers, evening might be mid-morning. The principles remain: choose activities that fit your energy level. Parents can involve children in story time, while students might swap Netflix for English YouTube channels before bed.
So it's about making the most of your unique window of downtime, not sticking to a rigid clock. Any advice for those who struggle to find even 10 minutes?
Micro-practices matter. Even reviewing flashcards while brushing your teeth or reciting a gratitude list in English as you fall asleep can reinforce learning. Every bit counts toward confidence.
As we wrap up, let's address motivation. Evening routines are a long game. What mindset shifts help learners stay committed when progress feels slow?
Remember, fluency builds like a muscle with regular exercise, not overnight. Focus on consistency over perfection. Celebrate small wins, and if you miss a night, start again without guilt. The journey itself is valuable.
Beautifully put. Any final words of encouragement for listeners eager to craft a meaningful evening routine and boost their English confidence?
Trust yourself and your process. Each evening spent mindfully with English brings you closer to your goals. Enjoy the journey and know you're not alone. This community is here to cheer you on every step of the way.